Hello, my old gauge friends. Good morning. Today we're running the New Jersey Central Camelback, Blue Comet, Lionel Legacy, and we're billing quite a few cars on it. But we switched up from the SD-70 Space Force, gave it a break. We're gonna run this engine a little bit. This is the Camelback engine by Lionel. You see the blue color of that engine is the color scheme for the Blue Comet. New Jersey Central. The Blue Comet used to run to Atlantic City back in the Depression era. It was one of the luxurious trains on the track back in those days, taking you to Atlantic City and to the beaches and to the Jersey Shore from New York. A lot of stockbrokers and a lot of people back in the day that made money used to vacation down the Jersey Shore. I don't think the Jersey Central Railroad actually had a Blue Comet Camelback. This is kind of a fantasy scheme engine. I've been running this engine for a couple of years on and off, and it never gave me a problem. I know MTH has a Camelback, but I think it's actually bigger than this engine. Love the blue drive wheels. The blue wheels are fantastic. Actually, the color scheme is really nice. I like that blue. Alright, we're shooting a short film, getting ready to go in this afternoon, take another show out. I try to keep some content out there, different content, and reinvent the wheel. You guys got any comments? Leave me some comments. Any ideas? Love to hear from you. Please subscribe to my channel. Most of my stuff is not edited. Actually, all of it. Really don't have time to get behind the computer and start editing. And if I did that, there'd be a lot less content because it would take a considerable amount of time to edit a film. I would say at least a day or two for each film. Because you have to film it from different angles and come up with different ideas. The layout's coming along. As you can see, this middle area is going to be filled in partially. But I got a recommendation from a friend of mine who's a subscriber, and he wants me to film from the middle or from the inside. And that I'll be doing. I'm really enjoying being on YouTube with you guys, and you guys kicking back to me. It gave the hobby a whole different avenue. You know, it's kind of like a gambler that bets on a team. If you're betting on a football game, you're going to watch that game, you're going to be a little bit more interested in it. And getting kickbacks and comments from you guys really give me an interest in the, more of an interest in the filmmaking and the trains. It's another level, another layer to the hobby. I notice there's a lot of guys out there doing this. The guys I watch, Country Bunker, of course, Eric's Trains. And the other side of the tracks seems like a real cool guy. He's got himself a nice little layout in his room. He puts out a lot of content and a lot of good stuff. I mean, to be truthful, I bought this coal station because I seen it on his channel, and I thought it was interesting. And Menards is not very expensive, so it's a Menard coal station. And you guys can see I got that Florida East Coast back on the rail down here with some coal cars. This Camelback has got a nice chuff to it. It's a legacy engine. I don't know if I'll ever buy a Premier or a Vision Line. Vision Line prices are just crazy. I would think those engines, the Vision Line engines, for guys that are really into collecting and sort of fully retired, got the funds for it, and they operate their trains on larger, much larger layouts and clubhouses, which I'm thinking about hooking up with the high railers of New Jersey. And a club up in Long Island. I'm going to look into that. I heard the high railers are in Paterson, New Jersey. In South Florida, I really haven't seen a club. I haven't outside ready to roll in Miami on a Saturday. You can take your trains down and run it on his layout. Bill's a good guy. Every Saturday, you got a couple of guys come down with trains. But that club idea, I think, is a cool idea because you're with a lot of different people that are into the hobby, that understand the hobby. And get a lot of feedback and a lot of ideas from different people at clubs. It's sort of addicting. We got to get our workforce here, our work team, wired in so they can start working on that rail there. So I lightened up the load. You've seen on the Space Force, the Lionel Space Force SD70, I had more cars. There was a subscriber that told me that some of the cars, these cars are relatively light compared to some of the older cars. Because I was testing the pulling power of that engine. And I would think it has great pulling power. It's up to probably 2 pounds of pulling power. I'm gonna get me a little scale and figure it out. Or one of them fish scales that will pull and give you the weight. I don't know how exactly Eric does it, and I seen Eric all the time test his engines and pulling power on the engines. It's good to know. On a layout like this, I mean, you can't put many cars, so it don't matter. But on a big layout, when you're running in a 5,000 square foot warehouse layout, and you got engines running all along, you got several tracks, and you want to load up your engine with a lot of cars, pulling power, I guess, would be important at a club. But it's fun to know. Try to keep things interesting. This engine's just starting to smoke. Just starting to smoke down. I put some fluid in. And I'm not putting any more. I got a problem with this smoke fluid. Sometimes I put too much, too little. I don't know. I like the engines with the options that, you know, they smoke. I like that. If they smoke, I want to see them smoke. You know, I don't want to keep the smoke unit off. If I just like it, the way it looks, gives it a real feel, you know. Anyway, guys, this is a 12-minute video. Kicking some shit, talking some trains, leaving the politics alone. And God bless America, and I'll see you on the next shoot, guys. Take care. Let's get one more clip. New Jersey Blue Comet Camelback, Lionel Legacy. Let's go for a slice of pizza. Take care, guys. See you on the next shoot.